All right, dropping in the chat how we are feeling about our business. Let's go. Determined, stagnant, motivated, encouraged, stagnant, pumped. Love these words. Love the Nicoles are both saying stagnant. Good growing pains. All right, good okay, excited. I love the honesty. We have to be honest about how we feel. Excited, little discouraged. Must be the name. Ashley's questioning how much she wants it. I love you for being vulnerable. Yes. I love this, you guys. Love it. All right, we're going to fill our cups today. We're going to leave with some action and some purpose. I want you to be thinking about the words that you dropped in there, positive or negative. Think about those words and then think about how you want to feel when you wake up June 1st. When you wake up June 1st, how do you want to feel about May? I'm sure some of us in here have heard this analogy before, but I want to read you this little story. And if you have heard it, we're just going to reiterate it and nail it into our brains. But did you know that it takes Chinese bamboo 5 years to break through the ground? 5 years for it to come through the ground. Okay. I have a garden. If you have a garden on here, right? Or even chickens, right? You get these things, you plant them, you're feeding them, and you're like, give me some eggs, give me some vegetables, give me some fruit. Like a week is too long, right? Like it's just green forever. No, 5 years it takes. The entire time that it is underground and you cannot see it, it is building a very strong root system. And then finally, when it breaks through, you on your bed. When it breaks through the ground, it will grow 90 feet in 6 weeks. So if we think that, if we parallel that to our business, okay, these stagnant times, these like super slow, awkward moments where momentum may not quite be present, okay, tie this into our business. You might be in a season of unseen growth. But when it pops, it pops. When it shows its head above that soil, stand back. So if you feel like the work you're doing is not showing results right now, you're not behind, you're building. And that requires you in this moment to stay focused and create those strong roots underground. I'm talking to myself. It is so easy to wake up, like when Nicole was saying, like all the emotions I have been, it's probably because it's, all these people are going for rank ups and life. And I'm like, I can cry on a drop of a stinking hat and I do not cry. I hate emotions. I hate crying. I need therapy. It's fine. Like, but you get to this point where you're stagnant. You're stuck. I don't know what to do. I don't have the answers. This isn't going how it was supposed to. What about this? What about that? Right? Or it's a slow season where you're like, okay, little stuff is happening, right? I call them like my babies. My babies, I have like baby golds and baby senior golds, right? Like there's momentum, but it's like it's slower. You're not adding 60 people at a time, right? You're adding 5 new people, you're adding 6 new people. And you're like, this is so slow. What do I do? Like, and talking to me, like, those are the times that you are just strengthening those roots underground. You're getting comfortable in your systems. You're learning more about your people and yourself, because when it pops up of ground, it's going to take off. But you have to use those times wisely. You can't sit in it and, oh, things aren't going well. And I know, guys, this business is so much easier when things are busy and happening and bopping and rocking. Like, I get it. I get it. But that is the difference in people that are going to succeed and go to the top and people that are going to quit. And nobody likes to hear that. I don't like to hear that, right? I don't like to hear it. I don't want to hear that. I want to just hammer down, pedal to the metal. But these are the times that we have to really think about, what am I doing today? Am I building that root? Am I strengthening that root? My husband said something to me, because I'm telling you, it's been a very emotional, crazy thing. He said to me last night, he was like, successful business owners, Kate, don't make decisions based on emotion. I'm like, yeah, the girl part of me, but they have bad days. You're not going to tell me they don't. Right. And he's like, well, yeah, everybody does. Right. Like, yeah, but they're not making decisions on their business based on their emotion. Have your party, your pity party for 5 minutes, an hour, do what you got to do. And then, okay, what are we doing in this season right now? Am I really stagnant? I had one of our teammates, here, you come get it. One of our teammates had sent a message the other day, and she's like, I'm stuck again. Okay, guys, seriously, 2 weeks ago, I sent her a prompt. Hey, why don't we do this? Da, 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 da. 30 minutes later, she's like, I sent 22 messages. I've got 3 cards out. So yesterday, when she's like, I'm stuck again, I was like, no such thing. The last time we said this, you sent out 22 messages in 30 minutes and sent out 3 cards. Get your butts to messaging. Action. Listen, and I'm the person. Y'all, like, I'm the person. I'm like, I don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear this. You don't want to hear it. You want to complain. You want to be in your feels. Just let me, like, I just want to be miserable. I don't want to, like, people aren't listening. People aren't responding. Like, I get it. Okay. And you have permission. Call your upline, call me, send me a voice message, let it out, feel the feels. But guess what? You have to get into action to reverse that stuck feeling, that stagnant feeling. No one's answering me. Listen, they will answer. Go message someone else. Go have a conversation with someone else. This is the hard part, where the bamboo is under the ground. We're not sure what's happening, but it's on us to be strengthening those roots. Because if you use that time wisely and strengthen it and have your systems and your confidence, when it hits, the momentum wave comes, it's going to explode. And you want to make sure, right? This is something that I've been saying. And Megan was like, you have to stop saying that, because your brain is thinking that this is real life, right? Because our brains don't know the difference in real life and imaginary, right? So I have this, like, it's not that I believe it, it's just my subconscious believes that, like, when I'm starting out new people, it's going to be slower, right? Like, well, it's going to take time. It's going to be slower to develop them. And she's like, you have to stop saying that, because that's not necessarily true. You could sign somebody up today and they could be senior silver by the weekend, right? And I'm like, okay, so what are the stories you're telling yourself? Nobody's watching me. Nobody cares what I post. I'm not signing up the right people. This isn't happening fast enough. I'm stuck. I'm stagnant. I'm discouraged, right? And that's all the things that you listed is not to say that they're not valid feelings, because you're allowed to be discouraged. You're allowed to feel stagnant. You're allowed to be like, this just stinks sometimes. But you feel those, you recognize those, and you're like, okay, what am I going to do to change it? That's going to be the difference in someone that stays stuck, stays stagnant, is disappointed. Feel the feels, figure out why. What am I not getting? What expectation is not being met? Am I doing the things to keep moving? You get a choice. So think about this. If you just took radical ownership of your business, okay, and you really sat and looked and you were like, okay, what story am I telling about my business? Like, what do I believe about my business? And is that the story I want my future self to believe? Do I want my future self to believe that I'm going to go through this cycle of being stuck and stagnant every couple months, and I may or may not reach my goal? Like, what is the limiting belief that you've got yourself caught up in? And then flip that. What is the truth about that? What is the truth that you can replace those thoughts? So if it's like, nobody wants this, nobody wants to do the work, nobody wants these products, nobody wants network marketing. Flip that around. I am attracting people that will do the work. I am attracting people that want more out of life. I am attracting people that will stay consistent on their products. You have to flip those thoughts. And listen, you can't control your subconscious. You can only discipline it. Okay? You cannot control it. It's going to throw wild and crazy thoughts at you all of the time. And it is your job to discipline those thoughts. You're not going to stop them, unfortunately. You have to discipline them. They come in and it's like, what filing box are you going in? How long am I going to read you or thank you? Right? If you're just thinking of like paper slashing in front of your face, like this was me yesterday. My brain was on. Did you ever get so like worked up that you literally felt your insides like not like an anxiety panic attack, but you were just so on overload with thoughts, like your insides are vibrating. Like you can't calm down. I watched an entire Phillies game. I have no idea what happened. Like really, because I had so much in my head, like processing, right? It's just like there's paper, like flashing in front of your face, thoughts, ideas. And you're just like, I am like, the printer is jammed. I don't know what to do, right? And most of it was junk. Limiting beliefs, questions. And you have a decision when those things are happening. What am I going to do with you? What file are you going in? What box are you getting locked in? Is that true? Do I feel like that? Am I stagnant? Am I stuck? Is there a way out? What do I do? How do I fix it? What's the next step? Like you get to turn all of those subconscious thoughts into disciplined thoughts and truths. So I want to challenge you guys just to take inventory of that. Take inventory of your brain. What is going on? Okay. What do? You want to come up? No more snack. You want to sit? Here. Just Kate didn't give you snacks. It's fine. All right, let me see. Let me get my notes here. I don't want to get all crazy and lost. Okay. Leaders. Okay. This is the actionable part. You have to be working your business like the yes is coming. Top leaders do not show up after someone joins them. They will show up until someone joins them. Top leaders don't show up after people join them. They show up until they join them. You post and you talk and you show up in your events and you show up in all of the areas of social media or conversations. Did you spill it or did you feed the dog? Great. Okay. Like people are coming, like they want what you have. You're solving their problems. You have to show up that way. You know, Connie said yesterday, was it yesterday on Power Hour? I think yesterday on Power, she's like, I want to be the best network marketer there is. And I was like, and that's stuck in my head because, you know, even as a Joel, it's like, okay, we're going to get to diamond. And like, yeah, you can like grow your business to like, 10,000, 20,000 points. Like, there's no cap on it. You can do it again. And it's like, but once you hit diamond, it's like, okay, I'm at the top of the company. I'm making stupid money. Like, what's the goal? You know what the goal is? To be the best damn network marketer you can be. That's it. And keep working towards it. I mean, who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want to be like, I am the best network marketer? And there's people out there that can say those things. Best motivational speaker, best author, those people wanted that. It didn't just happen. They were showing up like they had something to say. They were posting like they had something to say. Are you gonna join somebody that is like super like lukewarm and kind of in, kind of out, not sure? No. You're gonna join that person. You're like, I really think you can get me where I want to go. You're gonna show me how to do that. You're gonna show me how to do this. And guys, it has nothing, hear me, has nothing to do with your paycheck. Nothing to do with your paycheck. Well, I'm just a gold Kate. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not at the top of the company. I can't get people to the top of the company. You don't need to get it. You don't need to get to the top of the company. You just need to get people to gold. Are you showing up like that leader? Is your confidence screaming, I am really freaking good at what I do? Or are we like, and I get like this, like where I'm like, I don't want people to, in a social setting, like, I don't want people to be like, all she talks about is plexus. All she, like, right? We get that like hesitation. And it's like, oh, do I want to bring it up? Do I not? Do I talk about it? Do I want to say, like, you need to do this business with me? Like, I don't know why you're not. Are we having that confidence? Do you have that desire to be like, I want to be really good at this? So are you posting boldly? Are you posting? I had a call with somebody this week, brand new, does not have one person underneath of them. And they're like, I post and nobody interacts with my stuff. So they're like, I don't know if it's going to work. And I'm like, okay. So we go over that, right? Brand new people are thinking that. You need to be posting boldly when engagement is low or high. How many of you have reels that have just like randomly taken off? Idea what the content was. Like it was so random, or you've seen somebody on your team, they had a reel, and like all of a sudden you had like a bunch of views, and you're like, I no idea what that was about. You don't know when it's going to hit. You don't know when people are paying attention. You need to show up and post boldly, because if the right person sees that, off we go. You need to speak with authority. You know what you're talking about. You've taken these products. You know your testimony. You are confident. You believe in these products. You believe in this business. You believe in this comp plan. You need to move and lead like the yes is coming. Do not wait for it to come, because you're not going to attract the right people. All right, so this is what we're going to do today. This is your homework. I want you to post very boldly about what you're looking for. What are you looking for? Who are you looking for? What do you want out of this? What is the goal? Boldly. Whether one person's going to see it or 500 people are going to see it, I want you to put it out there in a post. Then I want you to message 3 people boldly and let them know that you want them to do this business with you. This is why. It doesn't matter if they don't answer. It doesn't matter if they say no. You are doing the work of a leader that is looking for the people. You're not waiting for them to come to you and be like, okay, now I'm going to be the Ruby leader that I'm supposed to be because I have someone listening. No. You look for those people. You be disciplined. Post in your stories. Post your testimony of what these products have done to you. Talk in your stories about what they have done for you. Talk about what you're so excited about. Why am I doing this? Why do I show up? Why do I keep posting? You are a person. Show them you're a person. What are you going after? Here, you want this? I want you to remember, you're not waiting on a yes. You are becoming someone impossible. Unstoppable. Sorry. Sorry. Let me say that again. You are not waiting on a yes. You are becoming someone unstoppable. It doesn't matter what your engagement is. It doesn't matter who turned off their subs. It doesn't matter who quit. It doesn't matter who's not showing up. You are going to be unstoppable and you're going to reach your goals one way or another. The problem is we get stuck in our heads. We get stuck in our heads and our emotions. And then we start shutting down and we stop doing the things that we are good at because it's getting hard. You have to be like the bamboo plant. There's going to be times where you're like, I'm doing all of this stuff and nothing is even working. Nothing is happening. No one is grabbing on. That is the time that you put your head down and you build your belief, you strengthen your systems, you do some research, you listen to good podcasts, you have bold conversations. That is when you will know that growth is coming. Like, I am doing these things. That is the sign. Things are coming. You're not stuck. You're not stagnant. You're strengthening your root system if you're using the time wisely. All right, so that's your challenge. Post boldly. Send 3 bold messages and get in your stories and share your heart on your testimony or why or what about your Plexus journey. All right, I hope your cups were filled today. Let's go kick some butt. We've got 10 days left. Bye, guys.